Hello viewers, welcome to Late Night Vibes with Ini and Cece. On this channel, of course, you know we bring you trending stories, news as they unfold, and real life talk.
Disturbing video from Ozoro in Delta State was sparked outrage across Nigeria after alleged cases of assault involving women during a local festival surfaced online.
And so the Nigerian social media space watched with horror over the weekend as youths of Ozoro community were on rampage. We saw mostly they were running towards girls, and harassing them.
How sick and depraved does a country have to be to allow a grape festival, a literal grape festival, where women and young girls were chased, harassed, and graped, and not a single person did a bloody thing? I have never been more ashamed to be Nigerian ever in my life. Guys, should I just cancel my trip at the end of the year? Genuinely, guys, tell me right now, should I just cancel my trip? And if you're Nigerian, well, if you're black in general, but especially if you're Nigerian, it is your duty to make noise about what just happened in Nigeria for the sake of the young girls who had their innocence completely stripped away from them. See, as reported by numerous news outlets, including the BBC, but recently in Delta State, there was a festival that went viral for all the wrong reasons, where videos emerged of women and young girls being harassed, chased, assaulted, and graped by groups of men. Now, again, I want to directly quote these journalistic reports as reported by the BBC themselves, but many girls have reportedly been graped and molested whilst this whole festival was happening in Delta State. With this festival now being coined as the Graping Festival online, where women were literally told to not go outside for their own safety because of what men were doing to them in Nigeria, it has sparked international outrage. Of course. How do you expect me to be prideful of my country when these are the type of stories that come out of it? Nigerians are not angry enough. And I'm not talking about domestic Nigerians. I'm talking about Nigerians throughout the diaspora. If you are a Nigerian and you are in the UK, you are not making enough noise about this, quite frankly.
This is a real life story. If they explain Nigeria to you, you can never understand it. Wash.
Broad daylight in the city of Ozoro, Delta State. Girls, this is not one person. Multiple girls were harassed. I'm not just talking about the normal harassment. You know the harassment that I'm talking about. They were essayed in Ozoro. You understand? I saw the videos and it was really, really traumatizing. I think some of the girls, they tore their clothes, like their breasts were out. And these boys were pressing their breasts. And this is not one person. These boys were like up to 15. If not more than 15, they chased these girls. First of all, they didn't care if as this girl is running, if she's going to fall and something will happen to her. I'm even hearing news that 2 of them lost their lives. 2 girls lost their lives, and it's something we should applaud all in the name of a festival. Now, let me tell you, there is nobody that can tell you this story better than me, because I'm somebody who was born and brought up in Ozoro. I live in Ozoro. I was born and brought up in the city of Ozoro. I've experienced this festival all my life, and it has never happened like this before. This is what happened when horny people who have been waiting for a moment to commit atrocities, finally get that moment.
But my question is, if those women that they were molesting were their sisters, their wives, their mothers, or whatever, or their girlfriends, would they allow another man to lay their finger on that woman? So something that is not right was done. I just cannot unsee that video. Victims were sexually assaulted. The situation has been condemned anyway by authorities as being barbaric. So clearly, during the festival, group of young men, when you see that video, from the video I saw, you can see a group of young men chasing women just in the name of a festival. Right? These men were chasing women, and then they stripped them, molested them, sexually harassed them. For what reason? Are those women the cause of insecurity in Nigeria? Are those women the reason for the cost of living crisis? Why would any lady be subjected to that kind of treatment? Sometimes you want to speak for people and say, okay, things are happening, it also happens to these people and that people. But when you see some of these things, you don't even know what to say. Why would a lady be subjected to that kind of treatment? The festival was hijacked, and all they could do was to bounce on women, innocent women that did not do nothing to them. Investigations, of course, are ongoing. Arrests have been made. But how about the health of those women? The mental health, the state that they put these women into. That should not be done in 2026. I can't even imagine that a thing like that should be done, can happen in 2026. I cannot show the video on this channel because I don't want YouTube to flag it. But those actions were actually barbaric and unacceptable. For what reason? For what reason? Come on. Come on. People can do better. Group of men sexually molesting and sexually harassing women, all in the name of a festival that is not meant for that reason. They hijacked the festival. They decided to do what they wanted to do, and all they could do during that period is to chase women, harass them, strip them naked. How and why? How did we get to this point in 2026? Please, somebody tell me how. This act is highly condemnable. Arrests have been made, yes. But how about the mental health of those ladies? Of course, there was no penetration according to no hospital verified report of penetration. But the amount of harassment, the way if you see the hands and all those, the ends surrounding, I can't even talk about it. You can look for the video and watch it for yourself. But that's not something I won't show. I'm also trying to unsee what I saw. I can't. Please know that this is a serious issue. Real people were harmed. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. And remember to like, subscribe to this channel and share the video. I'll see you again another time. Thank you.